Hey guys, I'm Volin. I made myself a cup of coffee. This always happens. Anyway, GoZen version 0.2 just got released. So let's quickly go over the changelog before I go into which thing feature request won in the last video. I'll directly go over the next feature so people can vote for that one. And then I'll go over to the devlog. So first, changelog. What changed in GoZen 0.2? So this is the changelog for version 0.2. I also have done a little bit of extra work for the next version, which I will just call 0.2.1. And this version will also include the feature that people voted for in the previous video. So I had 1 timeline guide, 2 color clips, and 4 deleting track spaces. The reason why this is number 4 was because in the video itself I made a mistake and I could not count till 3. But anyway, so let's take our marker and let's count. So vote goes for 1, 4, 3, fixing all the questions when people don't follow your intended workflow that you didn't consider. That's something I'm doing anyway, so congratulations on the pregnancy. I'm not actually pregnant, I hope people got that joke. Another one for deleting empty spaces, track spaces. Deleting empty track spaces. So let's add that to my to-do list. So add, delete, empty track spaces. And that's something I will work on right now. But before I get to work, first off, the new things. Yes, I changed the marker color and I have 4 things again because I thought why not. And yeah, it's more readable now I think with this color. First item that people can vote for today. Timeline guide. Well, I say today, you can vote until like the next video goes live. So number 1, timeline guides. Number 2, clip fading. So in the beginning of fade and in the end of fade. Next up, text clips. For when you want to add text to your videos. And again, color clips. Anyway, let's get to work. Okay, so here's what I was thinking. How about just a double click and we delete everything? And once I had that idea, it went kind of fast, so now it's actually working. I did implement a kind of like modifier key in the settings menu that you can check it. So in the timeline, you can see delete empty space modifier. But anyway, the way that it works is just, you see this empty space, double click. If you have a modifier set, you need to hold the modifier to do it. And voila, it works with everything. And a week already has passed, and as you can see, yeah, things have already updated quite a lot because we're at version 0.2.2. Now there are some issues right now, and yeah, rendering videos is only possible on Arch Linux. On other Linux distros, it's not possible. On Windows, not possible. So apparently FFmpeg by default does not add any CPU compile like encoders for, well, video formats. So yeah, only like the hardware encoding ones, which I have not implemented yet. So that's a big issue, but I have some other issues. So these are basically all my to-dos for the next version. So what I still want to do is, first of all, get rendering working. Next of all, I want to implement the translations because, well, basically, it's only going to take 30 minutes and I already have most of the stuff anyway. So for the translation, I still need to update the whole information, like the readmes and such, so people know like how to contribute and such. So that's something I need to update. And then something that I really need to do is fix the timeline clips, because right now they can overlap each other, and the sizing is not correct of the clips, which is an issue. Well, this is taking a lot longer than I thought because the whole POT file system that I want to use, it's kind of confusing. So I'm adding all of these things manually now. I'm adding some context so people know where it actually comes from. But you can see the node name, editor, scene, and that does not really tell much of where it even is. So I can go into PO edit and I can open German by example, but then you have this entire list of things, and yeah, you can kind of tell where things are from when you right click it. So code occurrences, it occurs in the editor and the status screen. But the editor scene is so big and everything is kind of in the same place that, yeah, this is just causing a little bit of issues. So in my book, I basically wrote down that this will take around 30 minutes. 30 minutes has just passed, and I'm still not done. I feel like I will need to redo part of the whole scene system to divide things more evenly, to make it make more sense for people who are translating stuff. CSV files, it's just not a possibility because of the way that it works. Like with Git, it's each line, so if something changes on that line, it causes issues. It causes issues when like merging things, if two people do translations at the same time and commit a PR, a pull request, we cannot merge them because the lines will conflict with each other, because one line has Dutch entered to it and the other one has Spanish, for example. It is kind of a pain, so I have to do all these message like translation contexts notes manually, and it's kind of time consuming, so I don't know how to effectively do this. Also, every single time when I change, so I don't know. Okay, and I came to the conclusion. The whole POT file system with Godot, there are way too many things lacking, and I don't want to have to manually adjust every single string, and the moment that I change the string a little bit to like a piece of text, having to redo everything. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. So my plan right now is, what I've been doing for the past couple of minutes, I'll start using abstract keys again. So instead of cancel, it will be button underscore cancel, and that will be for the cancel button. The first part of each key will be where it belongs, like is it a piece of text, is it a button, is it a tooltip? That will be so much more clear than just having pieces of strings and having to add all the comments and such afterwards. So that's what I'll be doing, and oops, that's the zoom in, that's the zoom out. I think for this devlog I'll leave it at this. The next video that you'll see from me will or be a Godot code snippet video, or I'll have a video out on how to do the translations in GoZen. Because translations will be mainly like made by the community, I want to make it as simple as possible for people to contribute languages. So I'll be making a video in the next couple of days as soon as I finish this whole translation stuff, to help people on, well, basically showing them how to add a translation to the codes base of GoZen. Okay, it's been a long day. It's been a long couple of weeks. A very big thank you, by the way, to all my Ko-fi supporters. Without all of their support, all these wonderful people, I would not be able to do this. A big thank you to Eva Pauli, Mike K, Menaldal, Digital Tabletops, Marcus Laminen, Derek, Sharwin, Guru, David, Mr. S, Stephen List, Frankie 5035, Mali, Luan, and then we also have Jerry and Me. Thank you very much. GoZen is growing, something that I still need to figure out as well, and I'm not really looking forward to figuring how to do this for Windows, because I think the only way will be to make the build process take even longer by compiling all the libraries needed for Windows for, like, well, rendering out videos. For all the Linux distributions, I don't know, it sounds easy what I need to do, but somehow it just does not work. Anyway, that's it for me. If you have any advice on how to implement the libraries that I still need for making rendering work on all systems, let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to vote for the feature that you want. I'll put them in the comments below. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you all in the next devlog. Bye bye. Also, right now, if you use GoZen, use Arch Linux. It's a better distro anyway. Not really. But it is. But also not really. Bye bye.